What's up, everybody? Let me speak. Yep, it's me. I'm back. Now, today I'm gonna be talking to y'all about this little cat named Shorty Paul. Now, Shorty Paul in the prison. Shorty Paul was the kind of individual. Shorty Paul liked to get that dope in the prison by any means necessary. Shorty Paul was like, uh, had all the nicest stuff in prison. Shorty Paul liked to floss what he had in the prison and what type of individual he was and how much money he had on the street and stuff like that. Shorty Paul was a cool dude, but one mistake Shorty Paul made, Shorty Paul was straddling that fence. And when I say straddling that fence, Shorty Paul was straddling that fence between uh, I'm a gang member and I'm a pimp. You know what I'm saying? And you can't straddle that fence inside the prison without no repercussions. And he had them repercussions that was coming to him at some point. Now, I used to talk to Shorty Paul, you know what I'm saying, a lot. Shorty Paul was about 5'3", had a long, nice little Jerry curl. He had a good wife that was always coming to see him at the visiting room, you know what I'm saying? And I seen him and her in the visiting room a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful wife. Shorty Paul was a beautiful individual outside of him straddling that fence. So Shorty Paul was straddling that fence, and I guess he was just thinking about it now. He was straddling that fence because he, somewhat needed some what type of protection because of the type of stuff he liked to get involved with in prison. And when you get involved yourself in drugs in prison, you're gonna have situations. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't belong to no car. And he also had plenty of money. So, by yourself having plenty of money, you know what I'm saying, that's not a bad thing, but it can also cause situations, if you doing the things that it takes to draw the attention to you in the prison. Because everybody know everything in the prison. No doubt. Everybody knows anything and everything going through the prison when it's coming, whether it be drugs, gambling, people that's participating in homosexuality. Everybody knows everything that's going on in the prison. There's not really no secrets in the prison. You can think it's secrets in the prison, but there ain't really no secrets in the prison. Because the inmates either gonna tell the police, or the police already know when you done did something stupid like talking on that box. You know what I'm saying? The telephone. You know what I'm saying about your business. So you done wrote a letter out of there that they done intercepted and opened up, because that's what the people do. That's what the prisons does. Is they open up all your mail. There's no privacy in prison. So this one particular day, Shorty Paul, you know what I'm saying, we standing out on a tier, he just wants to come and talk to me for some strange reason. I don't know why he want to come talk to me, because one, he's with this other different clique, that has nothing to do with me. And two, we just two different individuals on two different paths in prison. Shorty Paul got a release date. Although he got a large amount of time to do, I don't have no out date. Shorty Paul does have an out date. So while he participating in all these different things in the prison, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? So moving right along. So he come talk to me. I'm standing out there in front of my cell on the tier. I'm on the top tier. He come walking by, he got his nice little blue robe on, you know what I'm saying? We call it his little smoking jacket. So the Paul reminded me of a little poodle though, all the time, because he had this big Jerry curl and he was a little dude, and he would always be just like a little poodle, you know what I'm saying? He never shut up. And I didn't talk to him much in prison, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have no need to, you know what I'm saying? My everyday was filled with them lives without sitting in prison forever, So my mind was on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And if you know anybody that's been to prison and did any large amount of time, you'll notice they'll drift sometime. I don't care who you is and how you is. Anybody that been to prison, sitting around their people, you're going to see them drift. And some people try to say, oh, snap back, but you don't know what that man is thinking about what he done seen, what he done did inside the prison. But anyway, Shorty Paul come talking to me, yeah, Jim, I'm about to get this stuff in, you know what I'm saying, and get this weed in. Why you telling me that? I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Whatever moves I make, I'm making my necessary moves, you know what I'm saying, because I'm trying to give me some stuff, in too, you know what I'm saying, to pay these bills, pay these lawyer fees, and things of that nature. That's the mindset that I'm on, you know what I'm saying. He's in that I'm gonna get the drugs for my enjoyment, you know what I'm saying, and have a little money on the side in the process. So I just look at him like, that's cool, dude, do your thing. Yeah, man, it's gonna be going down. Now, if he done told me, he done told other people, because me and him not tight like that. We not cool like that, and we ain't going to be sitting in the prison shaking it up like that, because we two different individuals, you know what I'm saying? I'm from one side of the track, he on the other side of the track, you know what I'm saying? We belong to two different sects of the sect of the prison. You know what I'm saying? Two different sects. So when he tell me that, I just look at him and he's like, yeah, man, I be doing thing. My little old wife, she gonna break records for me and do everything she gotta do to get up there to see me and take care of my business. Cool, bruh. Do your thing. So I watch him. He scoot on down the tier, and he going to different individuals like it's going down. Boom, 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 boom. So, boom. Shorty Paul get called for visit over the intercom. They go Shorty Paul out. Everybody else looking at Shorty Paul go out along with other individuals that's going to visit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to no visit because I ain't got no visit today, and I ain't got too many visits anyway all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because with the time I got to make it happen. Go hard in the paint and go happen like it happened. But the clique that he does belong to, that he's straddling the fence on, they know he got it coming. That's the main reason why they kind of give him protection and they kind of let him kick it with them and they laugh and kiki with him and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he makes it happen. You know what I'm saying? So just like they know, I know, other individuals in the prison know. Once again, the prison is like a jungle. You got lions, snakes, giraffes, elephants, cobras. You got everything in the prison. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that's not getting anything and they're not eating properly, oh yeah, they focused in on what's going on too. So he come back from visit, you know what I'm saying? And when he come back from visit, this individuals is going out for child. At this day, we ain't going out to chow. We throwing us a little old prison spread. We got our noodles, we got our chips, we got our cheese, we got our chilies. We finna hook up a little prison spread, and it's all that. He come back from visit, he doing his thing. But the whole time I'm thinking in my mind, there goes Shorty Paul. Got his package, he going in his room, to make it do what it do and come out. However he doing and getting his package in. Come to find out, Shorty Paul's bringing his package in his own little old vault. He wasn't having nobody else put their package in that vault for him. He was putting the package in his vault himself. You know what I'm saying? Which ain't no bad thing. Do what you do, bro. That ain't my business. Just don't involve me. So all of a sudden, Shorty Paul come in from visiting, go in his room, and he doing his thing. And part of that clique that he belonged to is not there yet. They ain't came back from child yet. Shorty Paul in that room by himself. All of a sudden, this other crew that's been plotting on him, unbeknownst to me, the crew, these Bloods, they decided, man, this dude getting all this stuff in, you know what I'm saying, and he ain't sharing. I didn't know he wasn't sharing his little old package. I didn't know he had to share his little old package, but that's where it come in, that if you don't belong to somebody, you're going to belong to something up in that prison, you know what I'm saying, especially when you moving like that. So Shorty Paul in his room doing his thing, the little old Bloods waiting on the side of the thing, the Blood go to the door, tap on the door, Shorty Paul, let me holler at you for a minute, man. He like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Shorty Paul got his little old flap up. We call it the flap. Or you can put a sheet up to divide and close the window where people can't look in. Police can't look in. You can't look in. So when he finished doing that, Shorty Paul opened his little old door and let the little old Blood dude in. Unbeknownst to him, he got the other Blood standing on point. One by the shower, one downstairs on the lookout, one blocking the police, and the other one is coming up the ladder so he can get that door open. So he can come by, tap the door, and say, let me in too. So when the other Blood dude get in there, the Blood get in there, I'm sitting there at the table, got the spread laid out, from when everybody get back and whoever didn't go to child and the ones that's involved in the spread and gave me their stuff, I'm hooking all the little old stuff up, pow, I got the chips crushed up because we got to crush up the chips because we're going to make some prison burritos. Prison burritos is made, putting a little heat to the bag, putting a little chips crushed up in the bag, and we put a little water in there. I'm going to fold them up. I'm going to fold it real tight and knock the air out that thing and slip it into a hot-ass towel. Pow! It's going to be going down because the chips is going to expand with the noodles. I'm going to crust up the noodles in there, too, because in each one I'm going to make 6 little burritos because 6 different people eating it. And we're going to put this can of chili on there with this cheese, and it's going to be going down. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, so I hear rumbling in that room. I'm like, God damn. So then the other Blood boy go to the door, tap on the door, look in. We slide the door and let him on up in there too. I'm like, God damn, what the hell going on up in there? Ain't my business. Rule number 1 in prison is mind your business. Rule number 2, we don't bother penitentiary thief shit. But anyway, so we doing our thing. As the people coming in, you know what I'm saying? All the crews coming in, the other dudes finally come out. They slide the door open, the 2 Bloods come out the room, you know what I'm saying? And they ski skirt to what they doing and hook up with the other clique of Bloods that's on this tier. And they tapping on the door, sliding information and kites each other, letting them know it went down. So it's probably going to be a situation with the clique that Shorty Paul is claiming to be a part of, you know what I'm saying? So they come in and they happy because Shorty Paul came back off a visit. So immediately when they come back from chow, they mobbing up the stairs and around the tier. They go up there to get their little issue from Shorty Paul that he pays them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a protection fee, but they ain't labeling it as a protection fee because they're trying to make sure that, oh yeah, Shorty Paul cool, Shorty Paul without clicking. Shorty Paul is to have, he's also pimp, straddling that fence. Don't straddle that fence when you're in the prison. So next thing I know, they go to the door, open the door, and they go in and talking. I don't know what done happened in there. All of a sudden, these dudes in there for a long time, you know what I'm saying? And one of them come out with a hanger. Dude, what the hell is this get a hanger from? The steel kind of hangers. I was like, oh, wow. Somehow, some way, these dudes, blood dudes, and got a hanger. And Shorty Paul didn't want to give up the stuff in there. So they gonna bust him in the stomach till they can get it, and stuck a hanger up in the boy's vault. Now, why you up in the boy vault like that? I do not know. That is crazy to me. So I'm shocked. They coming out now. They talking about it. And we making our food and we listening, and then going in there and they I guess they giving them some prison medical care because that's what they do in there. You have to care for yourself in there if it's gonna keep you out of trouble. You got prison medical care, in there. People that been in there so long, they might got a couple of antibiotics, they might got some band-aids, they might got some alcohol, they might got different things that they utilize in order not to alert the police that something has happened. So they doing all this, and now these blood dudes going to the door, they going to the other side of the port, they sliding stuff, they busting up this package, and they gonna need some bag up. So 9 times out of 10, they involve you. When they share what they done did, they involve you in it by giving you some. And once you accept it, because you in the crew and you in the clique, you in that gang, you know what I'm saying? You are now involved. So if anything go down with this other clique and they get angry about what the situation was with this package, you got to come to their aid too. So all y'all gonna group up and stare at each other and do all this. Everybody gonna get their knives and all these old big old things and stuff. But this is what let Shorty Paul know he should never be straddling that fence, because they wasn't mad at what got done to him. They was mad that they wasn't getting that package, because they didn't ride for this man. All this time they've been kicking it with this man and doing all these different things with this man in there. Like, he is really a part of the crew. And he really learned right then. It was like, so the Bloods did it. Bloods, they went over there and they talked to him. And man, and you know what I'm saying? The Bloods dude told him, we took that. We took that, from that little old nigga, you know what I'm saying? Now, we don't know what's going on with him or anything like that. But we took that little old package, and if y'all got a problem with it, we can deal with it, They don't even want to ride for the boy. So they just get him and bandage him up and fix him up at the best that they can. And at some point, they decided something was kind of messed up. I don't know exactly how much his vault had been tampered with, and he had to go on to the infirmary. He had to go to the infirmary so they can fix his little old vault up. I guess they had split his vault, cut his vault, ripped his vault, some kind of way, messing with the vault. I'm sitting back and we cooked our meal, we eating our little old meal, and they coming over there, man, what's up, bro, man? You see that, man? Them dudes foul, man, what they did to this dude, man. I'm just listening, you know what I'm saying? They coming to talk to me about it because, I got a bunch of time and I'm in there and I gives advice, and I'm like a more political prisoner, and I done elevated from being just a member of the gang to now I'm on some black stuff and I'm on some political stuff, and I'd rather fight the administration than to fight amongst the inmates, you know what I'm saying? So I listened to the situation and I was like, well, bro, you know what I'm saying? If he's officially one of y'all, then y'all got to ride for this dude, man. If he's not officially one of y'all and y'all just been using this dude and riding his protection, then you got to make the necessary decision on how much you willing to sacrifice for this little dude, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, man, well, that was foul, man. They just went there and took that, man. I said, look, bro, this prison is a bunch of jungle fever people up in here. The snakes gonna know everything, the hippopotamus, the lions, the tigers, everybody gonna know everything, and it's only the strong gonna survive in here, bro. That's how it's been, that's how it's gonna be. If y'all angry about it, stop talking about it. And like we say, my rule is get down where you get mad at and don't play with it no more. Needless to say, Shorty Paul get did up in the infirmary. He come back like 3 days later. They ain't roll for this dude or none of these people running around doing what they do, whatever he had in his package, whether it was some weed, some crack, some cocaine, and all that stuff, because he likes it all. And they done divvied it up and ain't nothing happened. So when he get back on the tier, now he quiet. And then we sent up there on that same spot he came and seen me with that morning. And he like, Jim, man, I think you heard what happened, man. Them dudes is foul, man, and what they did to me, man. Them dudes is foul. I looked at him, Shorty Paul. Them dudes did what they did because this is prison. This is a jungle. You know how this thing go. And you straddling that fence. You need to get in where you fit in. If you're going to be a pimp, be a pimp. If you're going to be a gang member, be a gang member. If you're going to be any way affiliated with something, go all in with it, bro, because that's what this prison stuff is based on. And I ain't trying to talk no more about this stuff, Shorty Paul, because the decisions you make is going to always be the repercussions that you reap. I'll be back again, y'all. Let me speak.